Welcome back, Once Upon a Shredders. My name is Lance Sacdonato. Today I am reviewing the PRS SE NF3. This is a guitar that sort of popped up almost really by surprise on the radar. I was looking on Sweetwater for anything that was 25-inch scale length, which has kind of become my adopted preferred scale length over the last several years. I'm 5'7", I don't have massive, Allen Holdsworth size hands. So I wanted something that was comfortable for me and that was kind of like a Strat. Didn't have to be a Strat specifically. In fact, I was preferring that it wouldn't be a Strat. I was a Strat guy when I was younger. I lucked into a Mexi Strat. It was a white Strat, and it turned out to be just this kind of magical Strat. Sometimes you just do. Well, it's super expensive, but you just happen upon this instrument that's really cool, and pretty much anybody who picked it up and gave it a few strums or played it would comment the same. They would say that this is just a great guitar, and it was. So a long time ago, I sold that. Over the years, I've attempted to get other Strats, and none of them ever measured up to that original Mexi Strat. Even more recently, I had a Fender Ultra Luxe, and it was a great guitar. Loved it. In fact, I'm a huge fan of Fender's ultra noiseless pickups. I know a lot of folks have complained about it, but I like the Fender noiseless pickups. But the guitar, right? A great guitar, beautiful guitar, just didn't do it for me. And I've since bought one or two Strats since then, which means they're even more recent, and I've sold those as well. It just doesn't do it for me. So I was looking for something that was Strat-like, not necessarily a Strat. And then out of nowhere comes this guitar. So then it turns out I sold some gear on Sweetwater's Gear Exchange, and I suddenly had this little mini pile of cash, and with that I bought this guitar and a whole bunch of pedals that I've wanted for a while, and so I thought I would go ahead and do a quick review. I want to hear clean tones, because to me, if I can get a really good clean tone out of it, then I can get anything out of it, especially lead tones, metal, anything. I could probably get anything out of it. But I first need to know whether or not the guitar can give me some really nice clean tones. That's basically the bottom line for me. So that's what I'm going to give you. I'm going to go through two different amplifiers. The first amp, it's a virtual amp. I'm going to go through the Universal Audio UAFX Lion, which is a Marshall. It's a model of a Marshall amplifier. And the second amp I'm going to go through is the Universal Audio UAFX Dream 65, which is a Fender. And the reason I'm going to go through both of those is because though most guitars probably appreciate both, some lean more one way than the other, and at least you get to hear both of them that way. So I'm going to first go through and play kind of chords heavily, and then I'm going to play them lightly, so you can hear the different dynamics of these different positions. And for the sake of the video, we'll call position 1 the neck, and it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where 5 is the bridge, so you get to hear all 5 positions. And then I'll go back through the same sequence, but this time I'll go ahead and add chorus, and I'll add the chorus directly in my console app, the Universal Audio console app, right in the channel strip for that amplifier. And then I will go back through into the same sequence again, this time without the chorus. I will instead put a short delay on it with a little bit of feedback so you can hear the tails on it. Again, it's an effect that's directly in the Universal Audio console app. That will be with the Marshall, the UAFX Lion virtual amplifier. And then I'll switch over to the UAFX Dream 65, the Fender amplifier, and I will do everything I just described to you, but with the Fender amp. So let's get started. All right, now we will switch to the Fender. Nice, 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 nice. Nice variety of sounds. I like it. So you can see it doesn't sound exactly like a Strat. It certainly doesn't sound exactly like a guitar that would have 3 PAF style pickups. It sounds somewhere in between. Some might say it sounds a little more like maybe P90s, like 3 P90s. But my experience of a P90 is they just seem pretty high output. And they also have kind of a fatness of their own to them. These don't sound quite as fat as a P90, and they certainly don't sound as thin as a Strat. So they fit nicely in between, and that's cool for me. That's what I want. I think it's just a really solid axe. I don't know, it feels like a nice resonant body. The sustain. That seems reasonable, doesn't it? I mean, it doesn't really die out right away or anything like that. I will say this, the middle pickup on this one surprises me because I have never been a middle pickup fan. And what I mean by that is I've never been a fan of the middle pickup on a Strat. I've never been a fan of the middle pickup on any guitar that has 3 pickups, including guitars that I've had that have had 3 humbuckers, which probably means I probably should have used those middle pickups more just because they were different, and if I don't like them, probably a lot of other people don't like them either and are also not using them, which would give you more reason to use them because that would give you something unique sound-wise. However, I just haven't liked them. This is different. So this is the middle. That's a great sound. That is really great. Very surprising to me because I don't like middle position pickups. I just don't. I don't like the middle pickup almost ever. Bridge and middle together. Nice. It just has a lot of harmonic content there that I really like. PRS they just make great stuff. It's bottom line. The quality is really high. If you've never had a PRS and this is the style of guitar that you're thinking about, if you are somebody like I used to be who just can't get past these stupid bird inlays, trust me that once you strap on the guitar and you look down at it, you may not feel that they're as stupid as you once thought. That was my experience. It was only after I strapped the guitar on, started playing it, I'm like, oh, they're not so dumb after all. It was me just looking at the guitar that I thought, like, it just looks silly to me. I guess I was just too traditional at that time. For whatever reason, I don't know. Pride also, you know, like, I'm just not a PRS guy. It's like somebody not being an Apple person. I hate Apple because they're uppity, you know, cult or whatever it is. I don't know. That was me at once upon a time as well, and of course now all I have are Apples. But I used to build my own Frankenstein PCs back in the day, and I was totally anti-Apple. No way! But here I am. Everything is a Mac in my house, Mac Studio in my studio here. I was totally anti, you know, PRS. Bleh! Stupid bird inlays, and here I am. Like, I've got more PRSs than I have any other brand of guitar right now. So anyway, that's my review of this lovely instrument, and thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate you stopping by, and I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.